everyone.
Hello.
And welcome back to our vlog. Sorry it's been a while since the last one. But we went back to the UK for Christmas and to earn a little bit of money. I signed up with a driving agency, so I've just been driving lorries. I've got an HGV licence, so it's easy work to sort of pick up and put down rather than taking on any sort of permanent job. So that's what we've been doing. Thank you to Rachel and Charlie for putting up with us. Feeding us and watering us and generally making us feel very welcome. And thank you to Adam and Lynn for having Dexter while we've been away. Although he has picked up some bad habits.
Courtesy of Engelbert.
Engelbert.
Yes.
Engelbert. Who's taught him how to open doors. And he's very good at it. He opens all the doors in the house, even the outside door, so he can let himself out when he wants to.
Which is not very good when it's thick snow today.
Yeah. Yeah, pain in the bum. So we're going to have to put little locks on each of the doors or do something. Otherwise he just goes in and out as he pleases.
Also thank you to Adam and Lynn for dropping us to the airport and picking us up at some stupid o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And especially for Lynn for getting up extra early to make us a really nice breakfast. Thank you, Lynn.
Yeah, not used to eating
quite so early.
Quite so early, but it was very nice. Some of Adam's lovely bacon. So that's it. That's why we haven't really posted anything, simply because we've been back in England and the whole vlog isn't about being in England. But it was nice to go back. Lovely to have Christmas in England
with our family.
With our family.
Except for Neve, Mark and the boys, because they're in Wales.
Who we didn't get to see, unfortunately, but hopefully next time. But we had some good news.
We did. Yes, we found out on Christmas Day that Neve's expecting her third baby and our fourth grandchild in May. So she's not given us much time, but yeah, lovely surprise. So
that's that, and we got to see a bit more of Mila, our lovely granddaughter. We spent an evening there, didn't we? Which was lovely.
Yeah. Stayed overnight.
Yeah. So yeah, it was nice to go back, but it's nice to be back here. We didn't have the best of first days. We got back to the house to find that the electricity had been cut off. It was a bit of a
miscommunication.
Like no communication. Basically, what I didn't realise was when we set up the bank account, it had a 50 lev limit on direct debits. Nobody told us. I mean, I can't read Bulgarian, so you go through the pages and pages of small print, but you don't pick up on everything. So, because we've only ever been out here for 1 or 2 weeks at a time, our electric bills have never come to more than about 26 levs. But obviously living over here, the bills are a little bit higher and they didn't get paid. But nobody let us know, so we didn't have any messages from the electricity company and no messages from the bank. I had been checking the bank account, expecting a bill to go out, but they were always very random anyway. There was never, they haven't got a set date when they come and read your meters, because they read them outside the property, so you don't even know when they come to do it. And because it's always just been paid, I didn't think anything of it. I thought they hadn't got round to billing us. Anyway, much chasing around, we had to pay a disconnection fee, or a charge for it being disconnected. Then I had to pay a reconnection fee of 19 levs, which isn't a huge amount of money, but
plus the remaining bills that hadn't gone out.
Yeah, plus
it's quite costly, really.
Yeah, it was 255 levs, which is sort of like 120
about 130, yeah.
But that was not the easiest thing when we first got here, because obviously the house is freezing cold. I couldn't light the Rayburn because I needed to change the immersion heater, and also without the electric being on, although it is a gravity feed system, it would have been okay. We really wanted the central heating to come on, and that needs electric for the pump. So once we'd sorted the electric out, our next thing was to light the Rayburn. Well, it was only sort of 6 weeks ago we used it, so didn't think anything of it, just lighting it up. Piles and piles of wood in there, got going nicely. Then all of a sudden, smoke everywhere. The flue pipe had completely blocked up. Something had obviously, a bird had flapped around in the top or something. There was no dead bird in the flue, but something had disturbed it all. So while the Rayburn was chugging out loads of smoke, I had to pull the flue pipe out of the wall and quickly sort of rake everything out in thick smoke. So the kitchen took ages and ages for all the smoke to clear. We had smoke alarms going off everywhere, and of course they won't reset if there's still smoke around, so I was having to pull batteries out. Yeah, not great fun. So it wasn't brilliant first
We got
day.
there in the end.
We got there in the end, and then we slept really well.
We'd actually gone 33 hours without any sleep.
Yeah,
And
so,
I think we actually went to bed at 7:30 and woke up at 6.
yeah, I did actually wake up at 10 o'clock thinking it was about 5 o'clock in the morning, which, yeah, it sort
Threw ya.
of plays with your head a little bit when you go to bed as early as that when you're not used to. Anyway, that's all that. Today is Sunday, so we've been back at 3 or 4 days. And we woke up this morning to thick snow. There's not a lot more snow forecast, but what we've got is going to be around for a little while because it's going to be sub-zero temperatures for at least the next week, if not a bit longer, and there's possible more snow in a week's time. Anyway, I'll show you some footage outside. Dex enjoying the snow. Talking of which, hello.
Thanks.
Dex, it's not helping. Can you shift? Dex, move.
Go and lie down.
Go on, lie down. Good boy. Go on, get off. Codca's back as well. Haven't seen anything of
Clive.
haven't seen anything of Clive, but Codca's back, so maybe Clive will turn up in the next.
And he
day
looks
or two.
really well, even though it's only been 6 weeks. He got extremely fat. And he actually looks just as fat.
Yeah, I think he's been taking care of himself, or somebody's been taking care of him. But he's back, and he's doing his usual meowing for food every 2 seconds. So all is good. Anyway, in the videos coming up, we'll be starting. I want to get the solar system up and running, because I don't like this where electric goes out when you're not expecting it. Well, they're quite good over here for power cuts, so it should cover us for that and reduce our electric bills. I've got 4,000 watts of solar panels, and I'll explain all that when I start doing it. Also tile in the kitchen, bathroom even. Tile in the bathroom. Tiling's not my
Speciality.
I can tile, but I'm not very good at it. So yeah, the other thing we've got to do is to finish the polytunnel. So we actually bought a polythene sheet from the UK simply because I already had one, and it worked out cheaper to pack it all up and put it in a suitcase than to buy new over here. I may still have to buy some because the sheet I've got isn't enough to cover the whole polytunnel. It just depends how much of it I'm going to cover and how much I'm going to net. I haven't quite decided yet, so that's another job to do anyway. And then hopefully once the weather improves a little bit, we'll do a few more trips out and show you around the local area and maybe further afield as well. So here's some clips around the house of what we've done, what we're going to do, and Dex playing in the snow. So we've had some overnight snow. I think the forecast says it's going to be sub-zero for the next week or so. Don't think there's a huge amount more snow forecast, but today's supposed to be -5, so it's not going to go anywhere very quickly. Dex likes the snow. Hey Dex, what you doing? What you doing? So it's pretty lovely to look at. Not so nice for working in. Luckily, I don't have to anymore. I can do inside work. So it's a bit hard now at Stowe to show you what we did just before Christmas, before we came back to the UK for Christmas, that is. The polytunnel frame is all now up, raised beds, and you wouldn't know it now, but between the raised beds and around the floor I've got a membrane down and mulch from the old stick trees that were around. Vineyard still needs to be pruned, but I'm not doing that in this weather. The valley does look gorgeous when it's like this, but it's cold. We do. So one of the jobs I did before we left in December to winterise the house a little bit was put some of this, I don't know what you call it, polypropylene, or it's plastic sheeting basically. It's the stuff that you sometimes see on lean-tos for cars and things like that, just to make a sort of form of secondary double glazing, just to keep out some of the drafts. It actually works really well. So that's one of the bedroom windows, and then same with another one, and I've done that sort of basically throughout the house. And now into the bathroom. Again, before we left at Christmas, or before Christmas, I put a sink unit in, just a little vanity cupboard, and this bit of panelling. So what I want to do now is put, we've got these tiles, which I'm going to put all the way along the top, and then obviously the floor needs tiling. I've got some blue tiles like this which I'll put in the next few days, and hopefully that will be the bathroom done. Anyway, that's the end of this video. It won't be too long hopefully until we put the next one up, so goodbye.
Bye. See you next time.
See you next time. Oh.
You're moving. No. No, don't do that one.
Oh, just.
I don't want you to.
God, this is going to work well, isn't it? Let's get down. Hello, everyone.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you. Hello. You do it every time.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, this is really going to work well, isn't it? Kiss, kiss.
Well. You had your kiss.
No, Dex. Ugh. Right, get down. Down. Oh, Dexter, this isn't going to work with you being like this.
Come on, Dex. Come here. Yes. Ow. Abuse.
Right, try again.